Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, what began as a crazy idea among 9 police officers to purchase the historic Clare City Bakery quickly became an international phenomenon, carrying on a Michigan tradition with delicious donuts, pies, pastries, breads, original coffee, and more, plus a full menu at the new adjacent Traffic Stop Diner. Downtown Clare, a winning combination, cops and donuts. The Art of Amalia Jonas is at the art store near Lupton, Michigan. Stop by her gallery or visit her online to purchase that perfect masterpiece or sign up for private lessons. Begin your journey in the world of art by capturing the inspiration around you under the personal direction of Amalia Jonas at the art store. Hale Hardware, your do-it center in Hale, Michigan. Much more than a regular hardware store, providing everything you need for whatever your project is, along with a knowledgeable sales staff to get her done. Serving Northern Michigan since 1946. Hale Hardware, south of M65 at Ainsley in Hale. On this week's Michigan Magazine, we're heading to Dundee and Cabela Sports World. It's the outdoor enthusiasts' Disneyland. We'll tour this huge complex and talk about the Cabela team's expansion plans of 2 more stores here in Michigan in 2013. Then we're heading to a soup cook-off to raise funds to make sure every child in Michigan has a Merry Christmas. Stay tuned. It's all coming up on this week's Michigan Magazine.
Vacation. Don't make the planning of it more than what you're trying to get away from. At northernmichigancabinrentals.com, you can choose from over 2,500 cabins, cottages, lodges, resorts, lakefront vacation home rentals, and more. Whatever experience you're looking for, from rustic to luxury and everything in between. No more rustling with telephone books. No more endless internet searches. Just one site with over 2,500 Northern Michigan destinations. northernmichigancabinrentals.com.
If you're a true sportsman or sportswoman, when you say, we're heading to Cabela's, you know you're thinking to yourself, what have I got planned today? Can I come? Well, Cabela's is what many consider the Disneyland of the outdoor sports world, from hunting and fishing to boating and camping. When you pull into the extensive parking lot in awe of the mammoth sculpted fighting bears of Cabela's in Dundee, Michigan, you know you're in for a complete immersion into an exciting world experience. One of the amazing things about Cabela's is that you really don't need to be a 24/7 obsessive sports enthusiast. There'll be something for the entire family to enjoy, if only they come and merely people watch. The faces of those that enter can be priceless. At this point, the sad thing about Cabela's in Michigan is the fact that there is only one location, Dundee. Quite a drive for those north of Saginaw or west of Grand Rapids. But you noticed I said at this point, because we're happy to learn of good news coming from the Cabela's team. A massive expansion project is underway. 2 new Cabela's are under construction in Saginaw and in Granville to open in 2013. With that announcement, Michigan Magazine rushed to Dundee to talk with management to find out more. We're in beautiful Dundee at Cabela's, world famous Cabela's, with Joe Ross. Joe, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Oh, pleasure to have you here. Thanks for coming in.
What a fascinating place. I've been here a couple times, but this is so exciting because it's been here in Dundee how long? How long has Cabela's been in Dundee?
Since 2000, so a little over 12 years now.
Now, this exciting thing is you just can't keep a good thing contained. You guys are moving over all over the state of Michigan, at least 2 other locations, right?
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yep, early 2013, we're going to have 2 more locations open up here in the state of Michigan.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to have 1 store open in Saginaw, and then another store open in Granville, right outside the Grand Rapids area.
Oh, still my heart. I tell you, the sporting world is not going to be the same here in the state of Michigan because, you know, we've always had to come from the furthest parts of state all the way down to Dundee. And now we can make a trip to Saginaw, but you can always come to Dundee and over to Granville. I tell you what, the sporting world is kind of expanding. It's only natural for Michigan, isn't it?
Sure, absolutely. Our state is rich in the heritage of hunting, fishing, and outdoor activities. And we've seen folks from all over the state come into our store for the past 12 years. And we've heard over and over and over again, boy, I wish you had a store here. Well, now we will.
So, what makes Cabela's so special? I know what it makes it special for me, but basically all over, what draws people to the Dundee?
Well, there's a lot of different things. If you look around the store and look at, you know, the beautiful displays, the taxidermy, the great products that Cabela's has been known for since 1961, the quality and the value in our products and services that we offer. But first and foremost, it's the people that we have working for our company, and the passion for the outdoors and the fun that we have selling the products that we all enjoy using.
Wow. You say 1961 was
Yes.
when it first really. Where did the roots come from? Where did Cabela's come from?
Western Nebraska.
Okay.
It started out as a mail order company, a very long and interesting story where we grew from pretty much a kitchen table operation to what we are today with stores all over the United States and a few in Canada.
Ooh, how many stores would you say? Have you counted them on your hands and toes?
You know what? I can't keep track anymore. We've grown so fast the last couple of years. We're in the 30s now for stores in the United States, and we have freak stores in Canada. And of course, next year we're opening several stores throughout the country, including the 2 here in Michigan.
What I find exciting too is you don't have to be a sportsman to come in here. You bring the sports gentleman or woman in here. Bring the family if they're not into sports. They can find something that'll interest them. I mean, you've got dioramas and mounts that are really educational. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, you're right. Very educational. In fact, we have groups, scouting groups, outdoor organizations, and even schools that bring children here on field trips, and we guide them through the store. And not only do we tell them about the animals, what the animals are, but we try to educate them about the animals so they learn, about the animals and learn a little bit more about the outdoors and our heritage.
Well, you're a Michigan man, aren't you?
I
you grew
am.
up in Michigan too?
Born and raised in Michigan, and love the state.
So you're part of the outdoors then.
I am.
You remember your first trip to a Cabela's?
I do. My first trip to Cabela's was at Sidney, Nebraska store on my way back from Colorado on an elk hunt. My family had gone out there for years and always talked about stopping at Cabela's. And I tell you what, I think I had taken more pictures of that Sidney store with my camera than I did of my elk trip. I was just absolutely amazed. So I can relate to, the looks on people's face when they walk through the front door and the feeling that they have of just how exciting it is to come into this building and see all the wonderful attractions.
It is something that, like a lady I heard when she was taking pictures, and she leaned over her shoulder and says, "This is better than an amusement park."
Sure.
And they're taking pictures and having a good time.
A fun and exciting time in the world of outdoor sports is always relayed to visitors of Cabela's, but Joe was quick to point out that Cabela's is also the one-stop spot for the serious hunter and sportsman. Whether it be the occasional small game or whitetail seasonal enthusiast, or the big game safari world traveler, those patrons will find everything they need, and we do mean everything. It can be overwhelming, so we suggest bring a list. Try to be focused on your intentions, because one can get quite sidetracked. With the 2 new stores opening in Michigan, we were wondering if that Cabela's experience would be just as much of a wow factor as the Dundee store, so we visited with John Wineski, who would be in charge of the new Grandville store.
It's going to be one of our next generation stores.
Next generation?
Yep.
Okay.
It'll still have all the different awe factors that you have with Cabela's, the mounts, the taxidermy, and everything, in addition to some of the newer features. You'll have the waterfalls, the mountains, we'll have all that stuff. We'll have a full-service boat and power shop. So yeah, it's going to be a full-service Cabela's like they've come to know.
Oh my, you've been with Cabela's how long?
I've been Cabela's 9 years.
9 years?
Yes.
Did you start here in Dundee, or where did you start?
I did start here in Dundee.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me, when you saw Cabela's for the first time, do you remember that moment?
I do. It was before I worked for Cabela's, but was buying some stuff for waterfowl hunting, duck hunting, and also some dog stuff. I have a yellow lab who just has a place in my heart, and here's here buying some stuff for him, collars and training stuff and things like that. So
that's another thing we never touched on. We've got things like that sort for the dog trainer and
absolutely
for dogs or what have you.
Yep.
Every gambit, every spectrum of the world of sporting and outdoors is
yes,
here.
sir. Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about the store going up. How long is it going to take? When is it going to open? And where is it located?
It's going to be located near the Rivertown Parkway Mall in Granville. So it's a brand new retail section that's going up. We're very excited about it. It's going to be just down the road from that. Again, full service. Everything you come expect in Cabela's, we'll have it there.
This is a huge process.
Yes.
You're taking it from the ground up, getting involved.
I guess the things that I look forward to is, one, being able to build a team from ground up with some great new outfitters to join our Cabela's family, and then just to see all the different customers that not only we've come to see here that travel from the west side of the state, and I'll get to see them more often because there's a store closer to them. So yeah.
Joe was telling me about the employees. They're a different breed. They're involved. They're part of the store.
Yes.
Tell us about a Cabela's personnel.
It's like a family.
Okay.
I mean, you share your experiences outside of work with each other. You know, you hunt and fish together. It's just like your family away from your family. That's how special it is.
You bring your family here too, of course?
I do. Yep. Actually, I had my boys in here last week helping out with a few things with the moving stuff. So yes, do bring her quite often. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So we're really excited about what's happening here. But is Cabela's also going to have other things, little snacks or whatever? These things that they can munch on the way through the store, or what? Or?
Yes, we'll have a restaurant deli in our new store. Yes, it'll be again very similar to what you see in a larger format store like a Dundee, and we'll have all those type of things as we have here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What brought you to Cabela's? I mean, what was it that said, I might want to work here? I mean, what is you're a sportsman, of course, outdoor person.
Yep, an outdoor person. That was number one. Number two, I mean, being able to talk to some of the folks before I came aboard. And just again the feeling of family and your feeling of belonging with Cabela's, it's different than any other company I've worked for. And that to me is very special.
There you go. That special feeling is expanding in Michigan come 2013 with new Cabela stores in Granville and Saginaw. And you viewers outside the state, their mission continues beyond our borders. So keep an eye out for the amazing American company and its expansion. Our visit at Cabela's in Dundee was highlighted with a personal tour from John into sections of the store we had never imagined before, including a gift shop with a wide variety of amazing gifts and tastes, including unusual and unique fudge made fresh daily. The Michigan Magazine crew was particularly attracted to the watermelon flavor. We'll continue our visit to Cabela's in Dundee on a future edition of Michigan Magazine as we discover amazing nooks and crannies that draw specialized and one-of-a-kind outdoors people. Plus, we'll get more into the store's history and beginning. So stay in touch and stay tuned to Michigan Magazine. Michigan Magazine is being brought to you in part by Randy's Restaurant and Bakery, downtown Rose City. Freshly baked daily, cookies, breads, pastries, donuts, homemade pies, and more. Randy's has a full menu to tackle the heartiest appetite, including pizza and hand-dipped ice cream. The Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pole. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox with this ingenious rebounding pole. Your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com. Clemix Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mile, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clemix Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clemix on Mapes Road, Mile.
We are at Jerry's Joint here in West Branch. We've got a great thing going on down here for kids this coming Christmas.
Well, we're having our third annual soup cook-off. It's where everybody can pay $5 and bring a non-perishable food item and test as many as 7-8 different soups and then vote for the winner. And of course, all the proceeds go to the Christmas for Kids, which benefits probably right around 700 to 750 kids we do each year.
Right, and you've got other things going on coming up later on this year too, throughout the community, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
November 11th at Rouse Tavern, we have the chili cook-off. It's the same as what the soup is. All the proceeds are donated to Christmas for Kids, and different people make the chili and bring it in. Then also we have an auction at Jerry's Joint on December 2nd, and that's where we make quite a bit of money that helps defray a lot of odds and end toys you have to buy, you know, at the end because you didn't get them, you know, somebody didn't donate them or you didn't think you needed them. Then also on December 3rd, we go to Ogama Lanes here in West Branch, and Chris over there donates all the profits and all the labor and all the food for Christmas for Kids.
It's going to be a great spaghetti dinner, right?
Oh yeah, I think it's from 5 to 8, and it's a lot of fun. Everybody gets full. They don't want to actually bid on any silent auction because they don't want to get up.
Right, right.
But the spaghetti's always good, and we always have a good turnout.
This is a cause that's been going on for a few years, hasn't it?
Yeah, we were Toys for Tots a long time ago, and through some different things, we decided to go Christmas for Kids of Ogama County, and I've been involved since the beginning. I'm going to say it's probably right around 18 years.
Oh, okay.
So, and we've got better every year. We've worked out something different, every year to make it a little easier. And the people of Ogama County have been outstanding. They just donate all the time. So.
When you get all these funds gathered and things going for the toys for kids for toys, what happens next? Do you all get together and wrap these toys, or how do you decide where these toys are going to go?
Nope, all the toys that we get, we have a building that we put them in, and then people in the community come in on certain nights or days and bag.
Oh, okay.
We do not wrap any of them. We leave that for the parents to do if they want to do that. We just put them in great big garbage bags, and then when the people come in, and they're going to be coming in on the 17th of December, we go through their name, and they go back and receive a bag for each child. And there's usually 3 or 4 items in each bag, plus a little stuffer. So.
Excellent. Now, if someone's out there watching and they have a situation or know of a situation where kids might need something for Christmas or might be passed by Santa, they think, this year, how can they get a hold of you or contact you, or what's the process there?
Okay. What I do is at Christmas time I give out my cell number, which I don't like doing because that's my only free thing. But if somebody is low income and it looks like their Christmas is going to be a little bleak this year, they need to get a hold of me, Irma Lurley, at 989-240-0207, or they can get a hold of Denise Lawrence at 345-7700, and that's a 989 area code too.
So this is one of the first events here of this coming season, isn't it, this soup thing?
Well, we've done a couple before.
Done a couple? What have you done before?
We had an auction in March in Rose City.
All right.
Then we also had a golf outing in July, I think it was. So we kind of try to do a few in the winter months, in the spring, and then we get really into it come October.
Well, say somebody doesn't really have the time to come and take part in this, they can always donate money or proceeds at those same phone numbers, probably.
Yep, they can call us and we'll give them an address. It's all tax deductible.
Okay.
We're a nonprofit, a 501c3.
Okay.
We welcome anything because we have teenagers, because if you have a family that has an 8 and a 10-year-old, but they also have a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old, you don't want to not give them something.
Right.
So usually if we have any money at the end, we usually buy a gift certificate for the older ones.
Oh, okay.
We only go up to 17 years. We figure 18, they're adult. They would get what the parents would get, maybe a food basket or whatever. But we make sure the kids under 17 is taken care of.
I'll tell you what, today's event, I see soup going in this door like you wouldn't believe here. It's going to be hard. Who's going to be judging these?
Everybody that eats.
Everybody that eats. Do you have a ballot or something?
Yep, we got a paper in there, and they mark down their favorite soup. And at the end of the day, when we're all done with the soup cook-off, we take them all out and add them all up, and whoever's the winner gets a plaque with like a bowl of soup on it that says 2012 soup cook-off. And then we have certificates for the other ones that also have brought in soup.
Well, I'll tell you what, Irma, it's been a pleasure watching what happens here and taking part in it and tasting some of this, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and we wish everybody to come on out and to the other events coming up here in the near future. And of course, there's always next year, but we've got a dire need this year, don't we?
Oh yes, we do. Yes, very dire. I mean, we always worry because it seems like it's going real good, but then you get a whole bunch of names, and it's like, oh boy.
Okay.
So any help would be appreciated.
Tell us a little bit about how many entrants do we have here today?
So far we have 9.
Okay. What kind of soup are we going to be partaking in?
Oh, well, there are several different potato soups to choose from, a couple different taco soups to choose from, a nice broccoli, Wisconsin cheese, a chicken tortellini. Yeah, just some really good soups.
It's kind of smelling good in there, though.
It is smelling good.
Yeah, it's all coming from the goodness of the hearts of these people who bring these in and want to participate, right?
Yes. We take all the proceeds and benefit it to the Christmas for Kids here in Ogama County.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you ever get involved in this?
Irma Lurvy brought me into the Christmas for Kids, and it's just become a charity that's dear to my heart now.
Yeah, a lot of kids, it's a situation that really needs to be emphasized, especially this time of the year. But you and Irma and the gang are doing things all year long, aren't you?
Yes, we raise money all year long for our charity.
Well, actually, I was born and raised here in northern Michigan. Was born in West Branch, and went to Holton Lake High School. And through my career travels, I ended up down in Houston, Texas for the last 4 years, and would pick up the show on DirecTV and follow what's going on in northern Michigan back in my hometown. Got my mom and my sister and brother-in-law and niece and nephew out here, and we're coming out to support the cause and try and find who's got the best soup in town.
Yeah, have you tried any yet?
I've tried them all, and maybe a couple of them twice.
Thank you.
Well, that's about all the time I've got for this edition of Michigan Magazine. It's been so fun. We'll see you here next week on RFD TV, or on Twitter.com, Facebook.com, SpiritofMichigan.com, MySpace.com. I'm Barry Stutzman. Get out and enjoy Michigan and its outdoors and discover what's off the beaten path. Have a great week.
We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Discount Foods Downtown Mile. Find national name brand foods and merchandise at sharply discounted prices. Shop the smart way and please the family without breaking the budget. Discount Foods Downtown Mile. Rose Valley Winery committed to making quality wines from locally grown cold hardy grapes. Rose Valley Winery on Beechwood Road, Rose City. Have fun with your photos at Rose City Drug. In the photo department, get fast processing and have fun by creating unique digital photo gifts on site or online. Save those precious memories at Rose City Drug, 2640 North M33, Rose City, or online. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts.